Have you ever looked at your life and quietly asked yourself, what am I doing? Not out loud, not to other people, but deep inside, when nobody is watching, when the room is silent, when your mind refuses to sleep. You feel tired, but you did nothing important. You feel busy, but your dreams are still far away. Days pass, weeks pass, years pass, and suddenly you realize you are waiting for a better life instead of creating one. Listen carefully. Your future is not built in one big moment. It is built in small, daily actions. The way you think, the way you speak, the way you spend your time. Even now, while you are listening to this English practice video, you are improving yourself. Step by step, word by word, sentence by sentence. And that matters. Because learning English is not only about language, it is about confidence. It is about opportunities. It is about becoming a stronger version of yourself. So today, I want you to listen closely, not only with your ears, but with your heart. Because this message may change the way you see your life. And maybe it will change your future too. Lesson 1. Stop waiting for motivation. Most people are waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel confident, waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never comes. Read that again in your mind. The perfect moment never comes. You keep saying, tomorrow I will start. Tomorrow I will study English. Tomorrow I will exercise. Tomorrow I will change my habits. Tomorrow I will become disciplined. But tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And one day, you wake up feeling regret. Do you know what regret feels like? It feels heavy, like carrying invisible weight on your shoulders. Because deep down, you know you could have done more. You know you wasted time. And time is the one thing you can never get back. Listen carefully. Motivation is not magic. Motivation comes after action, not before. You do not wait to feel motivated. You move first. Then motivation follows you. A person who speaks fluent English today was once a beginner. A person who speaks confidently today once felt embarrassed, once made mistakes, once forgot words, once felt nervous. But they continued. That is the difference. They continued, even when progress was slow, even when nobody believed in them, even when they sounded imperfect. And now? Now they can speak. Now they can communicate. Now they have opportunities they once dreamed about. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Seriously, what are you waiting for? Your future is not coming to save you. You must build it, one day at a time, one practice session at a time, one English sentence at a time. You do not need perfection. You need consistency. Small actions repeated daily can completely change your life. 10 minutes of English listening every day matters. Speaking, even when your grammar is imperfect, matters. Trying again after mistakes matters. Everything counts. Everything. So stop waiting to become confident. Confidence is built through repetition. Confidence is built through practice. Confidence is built through courage. And courage means acting even when fear is present, especially when fear is present.
Lesson 2. Your comfort zone is destroying your future. Comfort feels safe. That is why people stay there. But comfort is dangerous, because comfort slowly steals your potential. You say you want a better life, but you repeat the same habits every day. You say you want confidence, but you avoid uncomfortable situations. You say you want to speak English fluently, but you stay silent because you are afraid of mistakes. Listen, mistakes are not your enemy. Silence is. Fear is. Excuses are. Every time you avoid speaking, you train your fear to become stronger. But every time you try, even badly, you become stronger. That is how growth works. Growth feels uncomfortable. Growth feels awkward. Growth feels difficult. But growth changes lives. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall, again and again, but they continue. Imagine if they stopped trying because falling felt embarrassing. Imagine if they said, "I am not good enough to walk." That sounds ridiculous, right? But adults do this every day, especially with English. They say, "My English is bad. My pronunciation is terrible. People will laugh at me. Maybe. Maybe some people will judge you." But let me tell you something important. People who laugh at others usually do nothing with their own lives. Confident people do not mock learners. Strong people encourage growth. And remember this. Every fluent English speaker was once terrible at English. Every single one. Fluency is not talent. It is repetition, practice, patience, and courage. So speak. Even if your voice shakes, even if you speak slowly, even if you make mistakes. Because every mistake teaches you something, and every practice session moves you forward. Your future self is begging you. Please stop hiding. Please stop doubting yourself. Please stop wasting your potential. You are capable of more than you think.
Lesson 3. The way you speak to yourself matters. Some people destroy themselves quietly, not with violence, not with shouting, but with thoughts. I am stupid. I will never improve. I am too old. I am too shy. I am not talented. Listen carefully. The voice inside your head becomes your reality. If you constantly speak negatively to yourself, your confidence disappears, your energy disappears, your hope disappears. Words are powerful, especially the words you repeat daily. So change the conversation inside your mind. Instead of saying, "My English is terrible," say, "My English is improving every day." Instead of saying, "I cannot do this," say, "I am learning." Do you hear the difference? One mindset creates weakness, the other creates growth. And yes, at first it may feel strange because negativity becomes a habit. Many people spend years criticizing themselves, years doubting themselves, years believing they are not enough. But you must understand something. You become what you repeatedly believe. If you believe improvement is possible, you will continue trying. And if you continue trying, you will improve. That is how success works. Not overnight, not instantly, slowly, quietly, step by step. Sometimes your progress will feel invisible, but invisible progress is still progress. Think about exercise. One workout changes nothing, but hundreds of workouts change everything. Learning English is the same. Daily listening changes your brain. Daily speaking builds confidence. Daily practice creates fluency. So be patient with yourself. You are growing. Even now, even while listening to this, your listening skills are improving. Your vocabulary is improving. Your confidence is improving. Do not quit before your results appear. Seeds grow underground before anybody sees them. Remember that.
Lesson 4. Stop comparing your life to everyone else. Comparison is poison. Social media makes this worse. Every day, you see people succeeding, traveling, making money, speaking perfect English, living exciting lives. And suddenly, you feel behind. You feel small. You feel like you are failing. But listen carefully. You are comparing your private struggle to someone else's public highlight reel. You do not see their failures, their anxiety, their loneliness, their sacrifices. You only see the final picture, not the difficult journey behind it. Everybody grows at different speeds. Some people succeed early, some succeed later. Some struggle quietly for years before life changes. Your timeline is your timeline. Stop panicking because your journey looks different. And stop comparing your English level to others. Comparison destroys confidence. Practice builds confidence. Focus on your own growth, not somebody else's. Maybe your pronunciation is not perfect today. That is okay. Maybe you still translate in your mind. That is okay. Maybe you feel nervous speaking English. That is okay too. The important thing is, you are trying. You are improving. You are showing up. And honestly, most people never even start. Most people quit early. Most people let fear control them forever. But not you. You are here, listening, learning, growing. That matters more than perfection ever will. So celebrate small progress. Celebrate understanding one new sentence. Celebrate learning 5 new words. Celebrate speaking even when nervous. Small wins become big victories over time. Never forget that. Lesson 5. Discipline will save your life. There will be days when you feel inspired, and there will be days when you feel empty. That is normal. But successful people do not depend only on feelings. They depend on discipline. Discipline means continuing even when motivation disappears. And honestly, that is where real transformation happens. Anybody can work hard when they feel excited. But can you continue when you feel tired? Can you continue when progress feels slow? Can you continue when nobody notices your effort? That is what changes lives. Daily habits shape your future, not occasional motivation. The person you become next year depends on what you repeatedly do today. So create routines, simple routines. Maybe 10 minutes of English listening every morning. Maybe speaking English out loud while walking. Maybe reading 1 English page before sleeping. Simple, consistent, powerful. Do not underestimate small daily effort. Water can slowly shape stone. Tiny actions repeated daily can completely transform a human life. And listen carefully. Discipline is actually freedom. Because when you become disciplined, you stop being controlled by excuses. You stop being controlled by laziness. You stop being controlled by fear. You become stronger mentally. You become reliable. You become dangerous in the best possible way. A disciplined person can change their future, and you can become that person. Starting now, not tomorrow, now. Because your future is being built today, right now, with every decision you make. Lesson 6. Nobody is coming to rescue you. This lesson may hurt, but you need to hear it. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is coming to suddenly fix your life. Nobody is coming to magically give you confidence. You must save yourself. You must decide, I want more from life. And then you must act, even when it is difficult, especially when it is difficult. Too many people spend years blaming everything, their past, their parents, their situation, their fear, their lack of confidence. And yes, life is unfair sometimes, very unfair. Some people have harder beginnings. Some people struggle financially, emotionally, mentally. But eventually, you must take responsibility for your future. Because responsibility creates power. The moment you stop making excuses, your life begins changing. You stop saying, I cannot. And you start asking, how can I improve? That question changes everything. How can I improve my English? How can I become more confident? How can I create better habits? How can I build a better future? Winners ask better questions, and they take action, even imperfect action. Remember this. You do not need to move fast. You just need to keep moving. Slow progress is still progress. Never forget that. And while you continue learning English, remember why you started. Maybe you want better opportunities. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want confidence. Maybe you simply want to prove to yourself that you are capable of growth. All of those reasons matter. Your dream matters. Your future matters. You matter. Lesson 7. Your life can still change. Some people think it is too late. Too late to improve. Too late to learn English. Too late to chase dreams. Too late to become confident. But that is a lie. A dangerous lie. Human beings can change dramatically. People rebuild their lives every day. People start new careers at 40, learn languages at 50, find confidence after years of insecurity, heal after painful experiences, grow after failure, transform after heartbreak. The human spirit is powerful, more powerful than you realize. But change begins with a decision to stop wasting your life, a decision to stop sleeping on your potential, a decision to stop running from discomfort. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You just need to refuse to quit. That is enough. Imagine your future self 1 year from now. Imagine speaking English more confidently, understanding movies better, having conversations more easily, feeling proud of your growth. That future version of you is possible, but only if you continue, only if you practice, only if you believe improvement is possible. And yes, there will be difficult days, days when you doubt yourself, days when you feel tired, days when progress feels invisible. Continue anyway. Your future is created on difficult days, not easy ones. Easy days prove nothing. Hard days reveal who you are becoming. Final message. This is your wake-up call. Listen carefully. Life is moving forward whether you take action or not. Time does not pause for fear. Time does not wait for excuses. Every day matters. Every hour matters. Your future is watching you right now. Who are you becoming? Are you becoming stronger, more disciplined, more confident? Or are you becoming comfortable with wasting your potential? Because deep down, you already know what you need to do. You know the habits hurting your future. You know the excuses keeping you small. You know the fear controlling your decisions. And now, you have a choice. Continue the same cycle, or finally change your life. Not perfectly, not instantly, but honestly. One decision at a time, one practice session at a time, one courageous step at a time. And please remember this. Your English does not need to be perfect. Your pronunciation does not need to be perfect. Your grammar does not need to be perfect. Confidence matters more than perfection. Communication matters more than perfection. Effort matters more than perfection. So keep listening, keep practicing, keep speaking, even when it feels uncomfortable, especially when it feels uncomfortable, because every single day you practice, you become someone new, a stronger person, a more confident person, a person with more opportunities, a person building a better future. And one day, you will look back at this version of yourself, the scared version, the insecure version, the version full of doubt, and you will feel proud. Proud because you did not quit. Proud because you kept going. Proud because you finally stopped wasting your life. So stand up. Take responsibility for your future. Practice your English. Practice your confidence. Practice becoming the person you want to be. Day by day, word by word, step by step. Your future is waiting for you. But you must move. Now. Before another year disappears. Before another dream stays unfinished. Before another opportunity passes by. This is your moment. Not because you suddenly feel fearless, but because you are finally ready to act despite fear. And that is where transformation begins. If this message inspired you, make a promise to yourself today. Not tomorrow. Today. Promise yourself that you will continue growing, continue learning, continue practicing English, continue fighting for a better future. And when you feel doubt again, come back to this message. Listen again. Practice again. Rise again. You are capable of more than you know. Never forget that.